Action!
All right. All right.
This is a persuasive speech. It's entitled Ready, Set, Vote. As we know, the voting season is almost upon us. In just a little over 1 year, we will start going to the polls to elect our next president. Thing is, we've got people out there who are sitting at their butts at home not doing this. I have a quote here from Adam Cohen, who wrote a foreword in the book called Keeping Down the Black Vote, Race and the Demobilization of American Voters. He says, it started, of course, with the founders. They established a republic on the principle that all men are created equal. But they had a narrow view of who should be able to vote. White, male property owners. Unfortunately, that idea has carried on even now into the 21st century. We have people who still want to keep the black vote out of the polls. It's our job, it's our responsibility, it's our duty to go ahead and get the vote out. As we see now, President Obama has declared that the war in Iraq is over. But here in the U.S., it's just beginning for the American electoral process. Our ancestors, some of you may be even in this room right now, fought for our rights as blacks to vote. So now, more than ever, we need to ensure that we as a people begin to make our voices to be heard at the polls. Many people fought, bled, and died so we could have our opinions, so we could make sure we had a voice in the future of this country. So who are we that we dare now to abandon it? The price has been paid. Our forebears, should they ask for a refund? We're looking at the generations in front of us now. They think of the voter ID card as just another way to have identification when they go for their driver's license. To them, a driver's license is more important than a voter's card. But if they didn't realize, if they didn't get that voter's card, we would never have the right to even drive. So we need to get out here. We need to start educating our people. That's one of the biggest problems. We don't educate our people enough on the election, on the issues, on the thoughts and problems at hand in our communities. We're too busy worrying about what's in our house and not worrying about what's going on down the block. We also have a lot of opposition. I understand that. A lot of whites don't want us to vote. They still are fighting us on the battlefield. They will go to the polls and challenge us at every question saying, do you live here? They'll even send out mail and say, well, we didn't get your vote back, so maybe this isn't true. We've got to learn how to fight that as well. But the biggest thing we need to do is to increase our numbers at the poll. We need to go out, door to door, house to house, and make sure that everybody we know who is of age is out here voting and voting right. We don't care who they vote for. Yeah, we want to put the right person in office, but it's more important that they get out and voice their opinion at the poll as opposed to just sitting at home and waiting to complain. You got 4 years to come up here with the next president. The last 4 years have been kind of rough, but it's been especially rough on the president. It's our responsibility, it's our duty, and it should be considered a high privilege that we get out here and reclaim our voice and reclaim our votes. But more importantly, we really got to educate. We've got to have meetings, we have to have schoolings where people know what the process is about. People don't realize that even though we vote, there's an electoral college that has the final say, but we can still voice our opinions. They don't realize that if we don't go to the polls, our voices will just as well be stifled because no one's hearing what we're saying. Every non-vote is a vote for the opposition. So I just want to leave you with this idea. If we are a people of movement, and we are supposed to be a Christian community who is supposed to be about helping people, I think it's time we start helping people to the polls. If it means taking them door to door, going there in our cars and taking them to the polls, then that's what we have to do. If we have to find a way to get them to vote absentee, then that's what we have to do. But whatever we got to do, we haven't got a lot of time to do it. Like I said, the election is it's just a little more than 1 year away. So I think it's time we just got ourselves up, got ready to run the race that God has given us. And just say one last time, ready, set, vote.